Das sieht cool aus. Deswegen auch Neon. Bestimmt das Rotlichtviertel oder so. Guten Tag. Ah, ich kann ja nur verkaufen. Ah, okay, die wollte ich ja eh verkaufen, ja. Aber gewichtsmäßig geht doch da noch was. Eine Zwiebel. Eine Zwiebel. Ich behalte die einfach mal. Das ist meine Glückszwiebel. Ja, es ist meine Glückszwiebel. Geht nie ab. Okay, ihr klärt das schon. Polizeigewalt! Polizeigewalt! Bewirb dich bei einem Job? Bewerbung. Willkommen im Bewerbungsbereich von Ryzen Industry. Deine Bewerbung einzureichen musst du alle fragen. Arbeitserfahrung. Über 10 Jahre. Wie vertraut bist du in seinen Produkten? Grundlegende Kenntnisse. Wie gut kannst du Computer tippen und Dateien verwalten? Überhaupt nicht. Welchen Bildungsabschluss hast du? Ich schwanke zwischen keinen und Universität, Master oder höher. Sag mal keinen. Bist du vorbestraft? Ah, die haben mich vorhin erwischt. Ja, bin ich. Was soll ich für einen Job jetzt kriege? Führe dein Bewerbungsgespräch. Alter, das ist ja lustig. Oh, das ist ja lustig. Das erinnert mich hier gerade so ein bisschen an Cyberpunk. Das sieht 1:1 ja aus wie Cyberpunk. Wieso kriege ich 1800 Credits? Krieg einfach mal so... Tranquility, Tone, Toyo. Das... Ach, ey, das ist ja einfach 1:1 Cyberpunk. Ja, ich habe ein Vorstellungsgespräch.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
Okay.
And hopefully I have some answers. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Oh wow, You're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in
Ey,
the
Autofahren
settled
kann ich, ja.
mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Good. Best not keep Imogen waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then.
Musste mich mal
I'm sure
ein
I'll see you on your
bisschen
way out.
bewegen. Ups, Entschuldigung, musste mich mal aufstehen und mal ein bisschen bewegen. So lange gesessen. Was ist das für ein Hebel? Feueralarm?
You can just feel all that corporate bullshit oozing from this place.
Oh, guck mal.
You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it when you're able.
Was ist nicht der Eingang? Gucken, was die für einen Job für mich haben. Wahrscheinlich irgendwo Hausmeister oder so.
Like the spacesuit. I'd be impressed if this wasn't a job interview. Have a seat. And
Oh,
your
fuck, ich habe ja...
friend
Ach, egal.
can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
Remember, firm.
Just waiting on you.
My dad always insisted that was the key to success.
Das ist doch cooles so ein Vorstellungsgespräch.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match.
Keine Ahnung, ich halte mich da auch nicht für fähig. Geeignet.
So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
Weil es eine Quest ist. Okay, nehmen wir das.
I'll be sure to let our marketing team know their phrases are catching on. But I hope that's your sense of humor showing. Not to say we don't have our share of self-important attitudes here. In fact, you'd fit right in where some are concerned. But, moving on, why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? I can't help but wonder if that's why you're here today and not behind bars, considering your track record. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
Nicht sehr groß.
Believe me, our standards for performance are high enough here that putting in the minimal effort is actually quite the effort. So, if you're looking to just lounge around, this certainly won't be the job for you. Some companies think of high turnaround as a negative, but here, we pride ourselves on it. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Tot.
With that attitude, I think you meant 5 weeks. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary
Die suchen echt dringend Leute, dass die mich einstellen.
considering this criminal record of yours.
Ich war einmal im Gefängnis für 5
There's a
Minuten.
meeting starting soon and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up.
Jetzt muss ich auch noch
If
Kaffee schon
there's a
wiederholen.
line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo and you should get
Die keine
served
eigene
right away.
Kaffeemaschine? Kaffeemaschine. Okay. Ich bin eine bessere Tippse. Kaffee, wohl, Frau, Mensch, Assistent, was auch immer. Ich habe nicht gesagt, dass ich maximal 6 Stunden machen wollte. Das hatte ich nicht gesagt. Aber das gefällt mir. Jetzt hat sie wirklich gerade voll die Cyberpunk-Feelings.
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
Wer redet hier? Ah, hier sind... Muss auch darauf achten, die Missionen geben, die sind immer named NPCs. Die anderen, da steht einfach immer nur Burger oder so.
Show no mercy, leave no quarter. If you come to talk about bounty hunting, I can answer questions. If you want to pick up a bounty job, go to the local mission board. Be warned though, if you think this work is for making a quick credit, you may not be cut out for it. Take skill, precision.
Ja, ich habe gesagt, gefällt mir langsam besser, weil ich mit einigen Sachen besser zurechtkomme.
Seems like there is, but this isn't just any bounty. Someone's put a price on your head and paid bounty hunters to cash it. For 3,000 credits, I can smooth this over with the mercenaries.
Brauchst du nicht, mach ich selber.
Sadly, payment is often the only thing that can clear one's name. Of course, if you change your mind, I'll be here. We are bounty hunters. We are hired when someone...
Ob das die dritte Fraktion ist?
Some other form of justice. It is up to us to find them and bring them in, alive or dead. I do, but I do not share these stories, for it is not a job to be celebrated. I've seen them beg for their lives, try to pay me not to bring them in. I'm not proud of all the lives I've taken. This life is kill or be killed. Each bounty represents a desperate person unwilling to face justice willingly. They do not play by the rules. Remember that. Goodbye.
Und wo ist dieses Bounty Hunter Ding? Wo ich Aufträge entgegennehmen kann?
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that
bin kein
high-and-mighty
niemand.
Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me.
Die übersetzen nicht alles ins Deutsche, was er sagt.
Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
You are seriously attached to this shitty job. Gee, take a breath, pal. No one's terminating anyone.
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind and I'll walk away.
War keinerlei Cutscenes. Nicht eine Cutscene.
Where this is headed. Don't make me laugh. I pull this trigger, you're dead.
Ja, mag aber Cutscenes.
You act like you're better than me. You're not. If you don't start anything, and I don't start anything,
Kann man auch gut Thumbnails rausnehmen. Ach, verdammt.
Do I look like I care about what you want? Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all! I'll make this quick!
Don't need a gun to take you out. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you. I grew up on Eb's side, so stuff like this is pretty common. Although it doesn't make it any easier to witness. Believe me.
Was mir auffällt, dass die Missionen dauerhaft irgendwo angezeigt werden. Damit du siehst, was du machen musst. Weißt du? Dass einfach da links oder rechts steht, ja, geh wieder zurück oder so. Weil manchmal kennst mich ja.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it.
Doch ultraleicht. Steht das dabei ultraleicht? Macht ja keinen Unterschied, ob leicht, schwer oder normal.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return.
Also ich finde es für normal auch sehr leicht gerade, muss ich sagen.
Also
wenn ich bis jetzt immer gestorben bin, dann weil ich dumm bin. Und ich habe ja schon Gegner, die sind doppelt so hoch gewesen wie ich.
So, congratulations. You've
Was, ich hab
been
gleich eine
promoted.
Beförderung?
Not bad for your first day, right?
Oh, my God.
Typical. Just typical. A little homicide gets you a big fat gold star in Ryujin.
Alter, das ist auch schon wieder 1:30.
Of course. We believe in risk versus reward here. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Okay, es ist schon lustig gerade.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Don't cause any trouble.
Ist er einfach rumgelaufen.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
Nicht sehr viel.
A few slip-ups are to be expected. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Das ist gerade so komisch, ey. So dumm.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. Another tea lover to join the ranks. Christine would love to meet you. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses
wieder einen
from your
Cutter.
pay every
Hat ja auch
time
lang
you
genug
manage
gedauert.
to screw up, which, from the sound of it, might be often. Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost. The expenses aren't as extreme as you may think. We limit them. The intent is to discourage, not
Wegen
dishearten.
Fehler wird mir Gehalt
This
gekürzt. Das war's dann
introduction
mit meinem
was
Gehalt.
Not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Hast du mich jetzt nicht mehr gemutet?
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much.
Aber die Gesichtsgrafiken sehen nicht so nach 2023 aus, oder?
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arbron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from. I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less. Sometimes it takes drastic measures to ensure we can deliver the best products possible. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Coffee, finally.
Aber ist jetzt nur so, das ist mir nicht wichtig, bin ich ganz ehrlich.
The only thing creepy here is your misinterpretation. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement.
Ist jetzt nichts, was mir wichtig ist. Ich bin zwar eine Grafikhure, aber naja, das ist
For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection
Intel hat Grafikkarten?
with Ranger Price. He's the Freestar Ranger stationed here on Neon, and much to my dismay, my son.
Du weißt, wenn du sowas schreibst, ich habe gar keine Ahnung davon. Das ist wie, als ob du Russisch schreibst. Das weißt du doch. Obwohl DLSS auch nur Closed Source Weiterentwicklung von FSR ist. Ja, jetzt höre ich aus. Das ist so.
Administrator Bayou runs Neon and is on the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors. We have a long-standing symbiotic relationship due to the.
Kannst du auch Russisch reinschreiben in den Chat? Würde ich genauso verstehen.
Good. Then we should get along just fine.
Also bei mir läuft das Spiel super. Ich habe keinerlei Probleme, keine Ruckler. Einmal bis jetzt hängen geblieben. Nee, hat sich aufgehangen. Also, hängen geblieben bin ich ja. Aber keine FPS-Einbrüche, nix.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Wenn Grafiken. Ach so, ja, das kann ich.
Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win the contracts, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get the job done around here.
Es entwickelt sich hier gerade zu einer
Remember,
größeren Geschichte.
We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were.
Also nicht reingehen und alle töten.
Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Can I help you? Over at Kelt Corp, she's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I can't figure her out.
Hier gibt's viele Missionen, ey. Aber wir machen erstmal eine nach der anderen fertig. Was mir auch so ein bisschen fehlt, oder ich habe es noch nicht gesehen, ist im Missionsbildschirm eine Sortierung nach Welten. Weißt du? Ja, aber sonst bist du irgendwann ständig, guck mal, ständig läufst hier vorbei. Kriegst irgendeine Nebenmission angeboten und bist aber eigentlich auf einer Mission. Das ist ja auch nur eine Nebenmission gewesen. Das ist ja eigentlich auch keine Hauptmission. Das lenkt dann aber irgendwann so ab.
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning.
Gut, dass sie nicht mitkriegen, dass ich den gerade ihren Computer hier hacke. Ich wurde beim Schlossklang erwischt. Okay. Status der Versandaufträge. Doch gar nichts gemacht. Tschüss. Kriegt mich nicht. Viele mit. Okay, die ergänzen sich. mach die jetzt der Reihe nach.
Astral Lounge. I mean, confession time. I used to blow off some steam there. Bad idea.
Ich würde gern wissen, wo das Kopfgeldjäger... Ja, Neon finde ich cool. Das ist so Cyberpunk-mäßig, hab ich schon gesagt. Wo das Kopfgeld... Was mich auch... warum... Ich hätte gerne eine Map von Neon, aber... Mission... Ach, hier, guck mal, hier kannst du, glaube ich, alle Missionen anzeigen lassen, oder? Nee. Okay, doch nicht. Ich sag ja Cyberpunk.
Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James,
Max, got those two.
Aber eine Map von diesem einzelnen, von dem Planeten selber, ja, wäre halt wie gesagt schon geil.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogen's a stickler for the...
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go?
Super.
Anything to report?
It's anxiety-inducing.
I know what you mean, but that you're missing...
A fair question. We may have plenty of eyes and ears out there, but I'm still going to need an answer. I heard you made quite the scene in the trade tower. Something I explicitly told you we wanted to avoid.
Ich das
If
sonst
you
was an.
recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. Sure you understand. Lucky for you, there'll be no docs in pay today. Just try to be more careful in the future.
Okay, siehst du mal, töte ich da alle in dem Raum und dann kann ich das ja geheimlich machen.
I hired you because you can get results. Whether or not you want to be fully compensated for them is up to you. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing.
Für intrigieren.
One of our
Mann!
subsidiaries, Arboron, is
Mann!
currently
Intrigieren!
pending for a
Mann!
contract against Laredo.
Vergiss es.
Now, the buyer
Deutsche
likes
Sprache,
to keep their
Schere, Sprache.
associations clean, and we'll be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point.
Wieder ohne Aufmerksamkeit.
I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. That's the motivational mentality our executives love to hear. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Hm.
I'm a little busy right now.
Das interessiert. Ich hab dich auch nicht angequatscht. Will trotzdem wissen, wo das Kopfgeldjäger-Terminal ist.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Was haben wir denn hier? Der hat gesagt, ich kann mir am Kopfgeldjäger-Terminal... Shop... Ah, ich hänge. Kopfgelder abholen, hat er gesagt. Was ist denn da ein? Keine Ahnung. Ah, die gibt es auf vielen Planeten? Auf jedem Planeten? Okay, ja gut. Ach, ich muss jetzt wegfliegen. Ja, kann ich auch Schnellreise machen. Bup, bup.
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time. Hey, good to see you.
Der Typ will die ganze Zeit nur labern. Ich dachte echt, das wird so eine kleine Probelmission und dann bin ich jetzt auch schon hier 40 Minuten unterwegs für die.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
Robot tech's a peach of a job.
Can you get certified in time?
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
So we had to clean up the
You mean all sorts in Aquila City.
Why don't we just close it down? It's our excuse. But you know, stretch trash.
Nein! Das wollte ich nicht. Aber wie kann ich das denn heimlich machen, wenn hier so ein Typ ist? Jetzt? Muss er sich da umdrehen für? Gibt es einen Schleichmodus? Oh, fuck. Rückgängig. Er muss sich tatsächlich umdrehen, damit er das nicht sieht. Das ist auch doof. Ist es auch ein bisschen doof. Wie viel denn noch? Und du?
Ren. Get a moment. Can we talk?
Ey, der will mich die ganze Zeit...
Yeah, sorry if I'm a little out of it. Didn't get much sleep last night. Lillian and me.
Ah, die müssen sich wirklich umdrehen, dann kannst du das machen, wenn er nicht den Blick...
Got a little heated. I know I woke Cora up. Well, up until a few years ago, she kept hoping we'd get back together. I mean,
Frag mich, warum ich die ganze Zeit den Typen dabei. Ich wollte echt die Frau mitnehmen.
But we really weren't doing Cora any favors there. No, I'm careful about that. I mean, I try and not put down Lillian within earshot, which...
Ich weiß aber auch nicht, wo die Frau hin ist. Schiff war also nicht.
She's an incredible woman. Truly. But it is always, and I mean always...
Ich muss so viele Skills hochziehen. Drago, ich muss so viele Skills hochziehen.
Back when I was a ranger, we were quite the team. I could do the job, sure, that wasn't the problem. Traveling, exploring.
Wir stehen hier in einem feindlichen Büro, feindlich, und quatschen über Beziehungen. Über seine Ex.
I was just done.
Läuft.
It had been building for a long time. So I tried to convince Lillian to leave it behind, come with me. She shot me down. Hard. Hurt my pride. More than a little. But she was probably right. Not for a second. And she's right. Lillian is where she's meant to be. She always wants to fight the good fight. And the Rangers are lucky to have her. Yeah. Separation ain't known to be kind on little ones. It's funny, our latest argument started because Lillian thinks I'm putting Cora in too much danger traveling with you. I told her what you told me, that Cora is just blossoming with all this. With Sarah, you, heck, even Walter. I just know Cora has futures I could never dream of. But Lillian, not so much a fan of you. That kinda set me off. Late night stakeouts, shootouts with a lot of leftover adrenaline. Well, we were never lacking in chemistry. Compatibility, on the other hand... Yeah, they should have t-shirts for it and everything. I mean, Lillian loves Cora to pieces. But Cora's been stood up a time or two by Lillian. Always for the best reasons. Last time I think Lillian got a medal for it. But at a certain point, Lillian's excuses don't matter. Poor Cora cried for a week. I don't want to put her through that again. Sorry to vent, but you're a good friend. It really helps to talk it out. For now, Lillian's going straight to voicemail, so everyone can sleep easy.
Guck mal, ein 3D-Drucker. Ich habe überhaupt keinen Skill. Ich bin absolut skillbefreit. Sprich mit dem Mädchen. Okay.
Ready to take off, Captain.
your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot. Yup, I've been his co-pilot since I was old enough to read a map. He lets me fly sometimes, and fix things aboard, and use the intercom and everything. I just have to promise not to complain about having to stay aboard the ship when we're somewhere dangerous. Dad says when I'm older, he'll teach me how to use a pistol, and once I'm a good enough shot, I can go with him anywhere. I can't wait to get older.
Was war's jetzt?
I hope you're having a good day. I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. Like you and Dad, really. But hopefully not as crazy as your travels. I thought Dad's were exciting. But yours? Brr. I read. I look around the ship, but no touching. Dad lets me do all sorts of stuff on his ship. But he said I have to be respectful on your ship. But I could try to fix things if you ask. Hint, hint. You can ask. I promise I'll be good. It's the best. I met another kid my age who hadn't been on a starship once. Not even once. Same boring old planet for like years. She didn't even know how to replace a phase manifold. Can you imagine?
Krass. Weißt du, wie man Phasenkrümmer wechselt, Drago?
Bye.
Scheint eine andere Mission zu sein. Weißt du, wie man einen Phasenkrümmer wechselt? Ja, siehst du, du weißt auch nicht. Du kennst nicht meinen Phasenkrümmer. Sie weiß es. Sie weiß, wie man den Phasenkrümmer wechselt. Denk mal drüber nach.
Word is the Borealis, you know, the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Mal gespannt, wie lange diese Missionsreise geht, also diese Mission. Für die. Ob das auch eine Fraktion ist, oder mal gucken. Oder wenn ich fertig bin, bin ich Geschäftsführer von dem Laden.
Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long.
Es geht ja nicht um mich, es ging ja um sie. Und es ging um das Mädchen.
I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. It's a decent start, but we'll see. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon.
Ich will aber, wozu habe ich denn meine Waffen?
Your hands. No corporation wears murder well around here. We may take some extreme measures, but the less mess, the better. Now, if you need to find yourself a hobby outside of work, to do that, feel free. Just don't let anyone here know about it. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Soll ich wohl hinkriegen. Oh. Außerdem weiß ich, was man mit dem Phasendimmer macht. Der dimmt Phasen. Denkst du auch, ich bin blöd? zum Raum offen. Ist aber eine gewagte Startsequenz. Wenn du da mal kurzzeitig nicht genug Power hast, knallst du da in diese Stadt rein. Ich wollte eigentlich sagen, wir machen nach der Mission Feierabend, aber irgendwie hört die Mission nicht auf. Fast eine Stunde jetzt schon da dran. Keine Landefreigabe? Weil jetzt habe ich keine Landefreigabe. Ja, da jetzt habe ich Lande.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing on this.
You lost? You sure you belong here? Don't even think about trying anything. I got my eye on you.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now, if Chief Pretorius chews you out, you probably earned it.
Our package loss rate is the envy of the sector.
Wo ist er hin?
I heard this story about a kid who was walking and he fell through the catwalks and they never found him. All because he didn't study for a citizenship exam.
No loitering. Now move it.
Trage einen Anzug oder die Uniform einer Security. Oh. Ich hätte den Anzug dort kaufen müssen. Okay, wieder zurück. Also im grünen ETZ. Ja, also ich würde da auch leben, bestimmt. Gehöre vielleicht auch zu den Reichen und Mächtigen. Das kannst du bei... In der Lobby kann ich das kaufen. Er sagt, dass ich nicht zu den Mächtigen gehöre.
Get any ideas about testing out my products here? If security doesn't stop you, I will. Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
Du wärst eher der NPC, der sich den umbringen lässt, weil die ganze Zeit am Fing. Ey! Nee, ich bin der die Kaffee bringt, weißt du? Nee, ich glaube, Resi schaltet nur das Spiel aus. Ey, du bleibst doch hier.
Well, then you're in the right place. I'm open for business. You should stop by the Tranquility Shop before you go, too. Delilah there is sweet and loves a good chat. Of course, you're probably here for the neuro hands.
Und ich bin seit 13 Uhr wach. Und bin müde.
Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arbron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers. That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons. The Nova line. Give me a shout when you find something.
Bis dann, Resis. Bis morgen. Waffen. EM-Gewehr Spießer. Ich werde jetzt nicht die Waffen kaufen.
See you later.
Ich brauche Klamotten.
Welcome back.
Das sieht nach Klamotten aus.
Welcome to the Ryujin Industries Product Store. Here.
Nee, das ist keine Klamotten. Doch, Klamotten. Hä?
Take care.
Also angeblich kann ich doch... Soll ich die doch hier im Eingangsbereich kaufen können?
There's nothing better for erasing the stresses of a hard day's work than a cup of easy sleep tea. Welcome to Tranquility. I'm Delilah. Please let...
Delilah, Delilah.
We must have missed you. Feel free to stop. You're in luck.
Delilah, Delilah, Delilah.
Stop by anytime you want a cup of tea.
Okay, da auch nicht, was auch Sinn macht. Warum bin ich so langsam? Jetzt geht's hier. Da. Warum bin ich so langsam? Warum bin ich so langsam?
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower, the beating heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary. Can I help you with something? Have a nice day.
Warum bin ich so langsam? Caps Lock? Ja. Danke. Kann bei Aito in der... Nee, immer noch. Wo ich Caps Lock aus habe. Bei dem soll ich den Anzug kaufen können.
Small pieces of wearable tech that enhance some of the user's brain functions. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short-term memory to communication and confidence boosting. Of course, they're practically the foundation of what Ryujin was built on. That all depends on what you like to improve.
Aber gab es nicht noch eine Fähigkeit? Habe ich nicht in irgendeinem Video gesehen, dass die noch so Fähigkeiten hatten?
The Neuroboost can help you gain that confidence you need to really stand your ground. And our Neuro Tac series, Tac for Tactical, specializes in critical thinking. Sure have. My Neuroamp's the reason I got where I am. 6 months ago, I was barely motivated enough to hold a job scrubbing floors as a janitor at Ryujin Tower. But thanks to this nifty little thing, I feel more motivated than ever. And my social skills have really improved.
Also ein Ding brauche ich auch für bessere Sozialkompetenz.
Plus, I haven't lost my keys once since I started wearing it. It really is. Trust me, once you put one on, you'll never look back. Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to buy. Custodian, IT support.
Custodian.
I've worked plenty.
Also ist die Übersetzung von Custodian Putzmann?
Did pretty poorly at most of them. I'm sure they would have fired me ages ago if it weren't for Jupiter, the young lady at the front. She keeps pushing management to reassign me instead of letting me go. She's the one who convinced me to try out a Neuroamp. I really owe her one. It's completely changed my life. I'm always stocked up on Neuroamps.
Also laut Missions... Aber der hat nicht so einen Anzug.
All of Ryujin Industries late. Take a look. See you next time.
I'm just on a
Die Augen. Aber angeblich soll ich hier diesen Sicherheitsanzug kaufen können. Bei ihm. Aber warum läuft der nicht mehr? Warum der rennt nur? Wenn ich Rennen ausmache, schleicht der. Ey, irgendwas ist doch gerade hier nicht in Ordnung. Aber Caps Lock ist bei mir nicht an. Bei mir ist es genau andersrum. Caps Lock ist aus, Caps Lock ist an. Was mir gerade viel mehr auf den Sack geht. Ich muss eine Security, zwar hier, aber sollte ich mir am besten nicht erwischen. Wenn ich will, dass das Security spricht, dann sollte ich einen Anzug oder eine Security. Achso, einen Anzug erhalte ich da. Ah, okay, ich muss aber das richtig lesen. Bin ja auch bescheuert.
You in a buying mood today? Neuroamps mostly, same as always.
Und kauf mal einen Anzug. Was ist denn der billigste?
Bye bye.
Ich muss das auch mal richtig lesen, dann klappt es auch mit dem Spiel. Bin vielleicht einfach ein bisschen zu müde. Die Zeiten, wo ich 20 Stunden lang einen Rex gezüchtet habe, sind einfach vorbei.
been mining this rock since time immemorial.
I've been trying to get a transfer to New Atlantis.
Ich dachte, ich kann ihm das aus der Tasche klauen oder so.
Can I help you? That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming from someone I don't even know. I'd like to help, but if I handed over this card, then it's my job that's on the line. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card. Just because you look like an authority figure doesn't mean you are one. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, take it.
Ach, wenn man oft genug erfolgreich überzeugt hat, kann man einmal erfolgreich automatisch über... Habe ich die Karte jetzt? Automatisch überzeugen. Okay. Das lädt dann immer wieder auf jetzt. Also was mir immer noch auf den Sack geht, ist diese Controllersteuerung. Wer spricht hier? Wieder eine Mission Mission angenommen. Oder eine Aktivität. Das sind ja keine Missionen, das sind ja nur Aktivitäten. Und dann noch abgeknallt. Du bist ein unmöglicher Mensch. Wir haben dir doch nichts getan.
Hey there. Got that key card for me? Well, you work here, don't you? So, yeah, you probably would. I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for two reasons.
Noch mehr Diskretion?
First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
Easy to be discreet at the lounge. Everybody's too busy indulging their vices.
If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us. I thought that might spark interest. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. Infinity Ltd is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their financial manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Just as long as you don't sound like you're reading out of a book. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made
Ich habe
for you.
den Konzernanzug an. Was kann's denn noch ordentlicher sein?
I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Lies die Dossiers, okay. Notizen. Notizen.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions. Well, hey. Oh, I'd kill for some chunks right now. First stop when I get home.
So, was müssen wir jetzt noch machen? Müssen noch bestimmt irgendwie da... Aber hat die nicht gesagt, ich muss noch irgendwie... Was ziehe ich den Anzug eben an? Wenn ihr der eigene Konzernanzug nicht gefällt. Geh mal aus dem Weg hier, Junge. Jetzt weißt du, wie die 100 Spielstunden zustande kommen, Draco.
Here for a cup of coffee.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the system's most dangerous threats.
Ich will nicht wissen, wie viele Stunden du brauchst, um es auf 100% zu machen. Wenn du auch die ganzen Planeten und so voll entdeckst, gehört ja bestimmt alles dazu. Warum sollte mich das hier ablenken? Doch.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime. That would be Infinity Ltd. Of course. They're putting forth effort to impress us, which shows they value and respect us. It won't have any significant impact when it comes down to business decisions.
Yeah.
It makes a good impression. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. While it is difficult for anyone to match Ryujen's prices, we believe our partnership may finally tip those scales. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues. Delays, morale, public perception. And Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation. And one I would never expect from someone such as
Machst du schlapp oder was? Was ist
I
los?
suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
Ich glaube nicht, dass wenn ich, selbst wenn ich jetzt 24 Stunden spiele, dass ich alles durch habe. Überleg mal, ich bin seit über einer Stunde nur mit dieser einen Mission hier beschäftigt.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single night.
Ich finde die auch nervig.
The man knows how to run a business. Ain't that?
Ich meine, ich kann den auch ins Schiff jetzt erstmal zurückschicken, solange ich ihn nicht brauche.
You want to impress a client? The Astral Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Yeah?
Oh. Ich habe jetzt nicht gerechnet. Ich sollte mir doch mal so eine Waffe kaufen. Vielleicht, oder... Die sehen interessant aus. Mit deiner Homebase. Ich weiß nicht, wer die Fraktion hier auf dem Planeten ist. Ob das hier der Konzern ist? Könnte natürlich der Konzern sein, dass ich... Also wenn das gehen würde, also die Konzern finde ich lustiger als diese Cowboys da. Wir müssen auch die ganze Zeit denken, was ist das für einer, der rennt hier immer rein und raus. Vielleicht sind das diese Fraktionsmissionen. Nee. Ich habe das mit Absicht. Mein Inventar. Guck dir mal mein Inventar an. Ich mache das die ganze Zeit mit Absicht, dass ich das auf Max treibe, um das zu leveln.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Du musst das ja 50 Mal
Interaction is part of the gig. Sure, it's not for everyone. but
Jeder.
Just think about it this way.
Bei den Waffen nutze
You're
ich
the
jede.
one running the show out there. Use the information we
Die ich nicht
provide,
genutzt
and
habe, habe
the
ich schon
chances
verkauft,
are
Fan.
high they'll never have a clue.
Die habe ich ausprobiert, die zwei.
Overall,
Waren nicht geil, habe ich
you're fine
verkauft.
For your first high-profile assignment, you even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
We made it look easy. That's because of the skills.
Weil wir es drauf haben.
I like to recommend something fun or shiny and new. You never know when life will take a turn, especially in this line of work. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming. So
Das klingt
I hope
nach
you're still
Fraktion.
good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
10.000 Credits.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as...
Wir machen aber wirklich mal Feierabend.
Exactly. A very valid...
komm, wir machen.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which... Your assignment is to plant an arc. The arc will allow us to frame...